Hello, Internet. This is I, Robot of Robot Ninja Paradise. And you spooksters are here to hear some stories. Also, Ninja's here.
Hey guys, I'm Ninja.
Today we'll be reading Xbox Live Stalker, Sonic's Curse, Apocalypse.DENIED, and the most ambitious one, Title. These are all gonna suck, okay? You know the drill. Play it, Ninja. Play it.
Alright guys, so starting off with Xbox Live Stalker, I'm sure the story's relatable because we've all either been there or had it happen to us. Most of you have been there though, don't lie. So here goes. I was playing Halo Reach. Already, this is relatable to most people out there, sadly. I was playing Halo Reach at 4 in the morning, doing a full rotation through the various game modes. SWAT had always been my favorite. It's a game of strategic coordination and communication between players. I don't know what game you were playing, kid. Although it was hard to find out.
No one strategizes in Halo, okay?
Not trying to bash on Halo, but it's true. Although it was hard to find a player with a working microphone who didn't think socializing with Xbox Live buddies was more important than an all-out fight to the death. Okay. Anyway, during these battles, I would often feel a bit mischievous and betray one of my teammates until he or she kicked me from the match. This would be an action I would soon regret.
See what I tell you? No one works together. Not even he did.
Exactly. I had finally just gone into a game after being temporarily banned for whatever reason. And it's fair to say I was feeling a little rage for being banned and thought I could take it out by betraying my team and killing random teammates. Okay, that's just... Huh? We spawned in them game. And I found someone to kill. His gamer tag was...
A bad Don.
I got it. At first glance, this appeared to be a really bad reference to The Godfather, and the guy thought he was pretty bad. I noticed he hasn't moved since the game started, therefore I thought he wasn't playing. This kind of took the fun out of it. I went out to real gamer tag. Everyone look it up and see. It probably is. I killed him and didn't get kicked from the game, to no surprise that the guy was idle. I carried on killing him until he eventually picked his controller up and started playing the game. He moved exactly when I shot him in the head and killed him. This must have enraged the guys. After that, I remember him killing me several times, but I refused to kick him as it was only fair that he got payback. I then backed out of the game and joined a game of Halo's equivalent of Ground War from Call of Duty, and I noticed he joined the same lobby as me. Wow, is he being stalked? This was slightly odd to say the least, but I figured that it would just be some random coincidence and that everything would be okay. We started the game, he started attacking me. Obviously I fought back, but his shield wouldn't go down and I eventually died. I backed out of the game and went straight to some Call of Duty because there's nothing better to do than camp in one corner and kill anyone who intrudes, and I did that. Okay, so this guy is obviously a Halo fan.
He's bashing. This whole thing is just him trying to prove that Halo's a better game, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not sure. He might just be bashing on everything. Okay, so he noticed the first person to come in the room he was camping in, because, they all camp, was a bad Don, and he was on the enemy team. He shot me once and killed me. That was after I shot him several times in the head. Well, I call hacks, bro. Furious at this, I turned my Xbox 360 off and phoned Xbox support, and I asked to have a gamer tag banned for modifying the game to his own gain. We went through the whole system of questions, and I read the gamer tag out to her.
He literally called hacks.
No,
he literally...
Not in the same words, but yes, he did call hacks. He called them so hard he cried to Microsoft about it. So anyways, she searched for him, and then she gave me some news that my blood run cold. She told me there was no such user as a bad Don, and to stop phoning the support group. Okay, dude, just don't play your Xbox, or just whatever. I don't think you should be freaked out over this situation. It happens. I told her I hadn't, and she told me that she got 3 calls from people claiming to have been harassed by this gamer tag. Game tag, not gamer tag. He messed it up.
This is the Microsoft from 9/11.NET.
Okay, at this point I began to question that night had been a dream. It was all a dream. I did some researching the following night to find any other encounters of a bad dawn. Didn't hit me. A bad dawn, but there were no results. Any forum threads had been removed by the user, and all videos of him had been removed from YouTube. I did find one on a website full of leaks. I watched it. The video consists of a few friends in a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 game in which they stumble upon a bad dawn. He stands there while with he really wrote the that many times, guys. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but he did write it more than once. 3 guys taunt him by shooting him and teabagging next to him, at which point a loud screech is heard, and 3 players' controllers disconnect and won't come back on. They're forced to look at what happens next. A Bad Dawn's player stretches and all the limbs twist in unnatural ways, even for a video game. Then his face stretches and twists in its own way, a way so sickening it would force anybody to turn away. But they couldn't. They were forced to watch it twist further as a Bad Dawn screeches and twists, and suddenly all 3 players are disconnected in perfect synchronization. Nothing was ever heard from the 3 players after this video. Any and all attempts to contact them are ignored. It is unknown whether the 3 teens are alive at this point. All I know is that you should ever encounter a Bad Dawn, please ignore him. He wants your attention. Think about it. His name is A Bad Dawn. Okay, guys, look up a Bad Dawn. It's A_bad, that's capital B, _Dawn, capital D. There's a capital in front, too. The whole thing. Look it up for me.
So, like, is he trying to go for the abandoned reference, or is it like a joke, and I'm just, like, missing the... What? No, like, because, you know, a bad dawn, like, you're just missing the end, but he's also going for, like, it could also be, like, a bad dawn, like, the mob boss, but, like, that doesn't make any sense, so...
He straight up mentioned The Godfather, so I assume he was a fan. I don't know. Still random gamer tag. It has no numbers in it, but it has the underscore, so I guess.
The moral of the story is, this story is awful. Sonic's curse. Ready, go. My friend and I were sitting at his house playing on his PlayStation. I got bored, so I went into the storage closet.
That's pretty good.
This is going place, and it started going to some really old things I had been come across in one Dreamcast console. I took it out and observed it. It looked to be in good shape. I brought it in the living room and showed my friend. He looked at it and suggested we plug it in and see if it works. He opened the disc compartment and I'm still laughing about this compartment.
It's just such a random thing to do at your friend's house.
He opened the disc compartment. Was it the storage? No. And discovered a CD. It was a blank CD, but had Sonic's curse written on it. We looked at each other. It was obvious none of us ever heard of it. We turned the system on and waited for the game to start. A title slowly started to appear, reading, "Play at your own risk." We again looked at each other, but shrugged it off, assuming it was just a thing to get children excited. What? Okay. The main screen came up. It looked as though it was a remake of Sonic Unleashed. Okay, no one can be excited now.
Wait, a remake of Sonic Unleashed on his Dreamcast? What?
That's a good point. It had Sonic on one side, and his other side was a werewolf type deal. It looked normal. The screen will flash every now and again. We just assumed that it was just the years of being unused. We selected to play and waited. The opening cutscene came on. What we saw was not your typical Sonic game. The ground was littered with blood. So you guys can start drinking now, because it's blood. That's like a joke, and you know. Sonic was standing there in his wolf form. His eyes were pitch black. Take another one. His face was contorted in a sadistic smile. His teeth, claws, and fur were covered in blood. He looked at the screen, and it felt like he was looking straight at us. Then the screen went black. It stayed black for a few minutes. Then a small sentence came up on the bottom of the screen. "Run, run, run, as fast as you can." We looked at each other. I asked what this was.
What?
Exactly, I have no idea what's going on. He said he never owned a Dreamcast. Wait, what?
Okay, so you never owned a Dreamcast, and they just plugged in a Dreamcast. But what? I don't get it.
Or even heard of this game before. Even if he did, I know him. He would never get a game like this. The cutscene ended and opened up on Sonic holding a flashlight. He ran through pitch darkness. Only a little light to show him his way. Something that shot across the screen, followed by a laugh that sent a chill down our spine. He stopped and flashed the light to that direction. A flash of dead bodies flooded into the screen for seconds. There were words popping up every now and again, but the screen was flashing too fast for you to make them out. He continued forward. Subtitles appeared at the bottom saying, "That smell, it smells metallic?" He walked only to arrive on what looked to be a massive explosion of bodies. A trail of blood led him to what appeared to be entrails. When the camera zoomed out, the intro spelled out. Get it? Because entrails was a word used in Sonic.exe, so it has to be here too. I can taste your blood. Sonic continues on by himself. My friend is no longer in control. He comes to a dark patch in a forest. He shines his light on the darkness and sees the werewolf. Its eye sockets are empty. Only dark holes are left. That smile. I'll never forget that smile. Teeth covered in blood. I missed it. Teeth covered in blood. His fur was wet with blood. Sonic drops his flashlight in pure terror and freezes. I can hear the beast moving around Sonic. Slowly the sound gets closer and closer. The screen goes white for about 2 minutes and then flashes to a gruesome scene and the words are written in blood, reading, "You're next." You scared?
No, this is too generic.
Yeah, this is like a fan fiction. The screen then goes back to Sonic, only he's down on his knees, sobbing. ... He looks up and looks right at the screen. His eyes are replaced with what seems to be sheaths. What? His face covered with blood. His skin looks as though he has been dead for a few weeks. The camera then zooms down and shows his torso. ... Or what's left of it. His insides are gone. All that's remaining is his large intestine hanging halfway out. The camera then zooms in on his face. Sonic then starts laughing hysterically. He then stops and looks back at the screen as he mutters, "Damn you." He lets out an ear-piercing scream and then falls flat on his face. The game goes to static, then opens up on the main screen. We look at each other and I quickly shut the game off. That night, while I lay in bed, I swear I could hear Sonic's sadistic laugh coming from just outside my window. So I think the best thing about this story is this thing. Pea Shooter says, "Wait, someone gave this a 9 out of 10?
I'm going to assume that was the author, or his friends, or his fake account. But anyways, this story was just too generic. It's like every other pasta we read, really. I wanted something funny. The storage closet part was hilarious, but it wasn't supposed to be.
And then we also got this gem packs. I didn't know they made a version of Shadow the Hedgehog on the Dreamcast. Get it? Because it was edgy. Oh, then we got this. I really want to know what his eyes are replaced with by what seems to be sheaths. Means, yeah, I don't get it either. Like for a dagger or perhaps some sort of eyeball cozy. So we need that picture of Sonic with eyeball cozies. I don't know. Next story.
Alright, guys. This is a story called Apocalypse.DENIED. Denied. I tried. Alright, so here goes. Hi, I'm Jamie Brooks. I recently created something I'm not proud of. Haven't we all, Jamie? One day, I was talking with my friends, Alex and Matt, while I was making a picture in my Adobe Photoshop CS6. It was supposed to be a picture of me in a skeleton mask. When I got finished, I went to save as and typed in Apocalypse.DENIED. What a random thing to type, Jamie. And saved it as a JPEG file to my desktop. When I went to look for it, it was a .denied file. And when I opened it, it wouldn't let me. I sent it to a hacker friend of mine named James. When he opened it, it was up with a bunch of code. He decoded the file, and what he saw shocked him. It was a picture of death himself, whatever that looks like, Jamie. My friend died later that day of unknown causes. Of course he did, Jamie. I say it was because of that picture. Now I am forced to have that picture on my computer. I couldn't help but feel bad for my friend. I opened the picture, and sure as I was, it was a picture of death himself. Okay, yeah, there was a slash mark in there. It shouldn't have been there, but whatever. Later that night, I slept horribly. Totally misspelled, Jamie. I had terrible nightmares. In my dreams, was death telling me I was going to die if I didn't show the picture to everyone?
Is that like a question or like what? Because it said was, so like it was like was death.
Yeah. So, I know this sounds crazy, but it's true. I told Death no. And now I'm typing this into my blog and just waiting for Death to take me too. And I swear before I die, I'm burning my computer. I just hope Death doesn't send this file to anyone, and I hope you never have to see this accursed file in your life. Please let God be with you. Credit to Connor Brown. Okay, guys, so Google this picture. I don't know how you'll find it, but just Google it for me.
Oh, see, it's very obvious. This is actually ripping off another creepypasta titled SmileDog.jpg. You might remember it. It's that thing where some guy like gets like some creepy picture, and then whoever looks at it like for too long like dies or something unless they forward it. You know?
Yeah, that was a comment thing. But so here's some comments by these people. Everyone's a different person, by the way. So I'm gonna try different voices.
Wait.
Denied isn't a file extension, idiot. Actually, it is, but I don't know. Photoshop made a .denied file. XD. Nope. There is no such thing as a denied file. Yes, there is. I don't think so. So there you go. The fabulous conversation these guys had on the story.
Yeah. So comments if you know if denied is actually a file type. So now we get to the previously named title. It's such a great title. I love the title of this story so much because it's called Title.
And it looks like the author is called Kill the Killers. So I'm.
Actually, no, that's the section on the Crappypasta wiki.
Wow. Well, never mind. I don't know who. I don't care who the author is, I guess. But point is, Kill the Killer is so edgy. I'm bleeding, guys. Call an ambulance.
The Killer Killers thing is about the fact that so many shitty the killer stories, and this is one of them. So, ready, go, cannon! Wait, I gotta do this. Cannonball! Casey screamed as she jumped into the pool. Her friends Sarah, Nikki, Talia, and Chelsea high-fived and started splashing each other. Can I play? I timidly asked. Hey, look, it's Caroline, Casey said mockingly. Her friends chanted, Caroline, along with her. My real name is Carolyn, was an L-lion. But as you can guess, Casey and her gang are the mean girls. This is my tale of what Karma decided to do with them. Okay, so, like, this is going to be a fan fiction revenge thing, isn't it?
Wait. That's kind of weird. That was like the author's side note. So it's like the author venting their feelings into a story.
Yeah, that's actually what this is. Congratulations. I trudged back to this small pool cafe, got a large Diet Coke and a churro. Another day alone at the dumb pool. Then why would you even come to the pool?
And you came to the pool with a churro? That's pretty random.
Well, it was a cafe, but I mean, why go to the pool if you think it's stupid?
You do not eat a churro around the pool. You'll get like all the, sugar in there, and then people get mad at you.
Get soggy. It's not worth it. Just help fuel my fantasies. Or what would happen? Wait, no. I take a bite of the churro and a few sips of soda. This help fuel my fantasies, not sanities. Though this person probably who wrote this is delusional. He should probably get help. And what could happen to Casey and company? Sometimes it was less violent and they were sent to prison or locked up somewhere. Occasionally, I would beat them up or have them my turn to be mean. And very rarely they would die, drowning or choking. Poison or swords, maces and torture devices. I could not control my fantasies. It was all up to my mind. This time it was me waterboarding Casey. That's pretty fucked up. I smiled slightly at the thought. I took a sip of my Coke again and snapped out of it. It was nearly 7 o'clock. So either that's like Coke or that's Coke. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, I guess if it was Coke, it makes sense. But I don't know how it's Diet Coke.
Well, you see, they started making that like Diet Coke, If you get what I'm saying. And the pool is open until 10. It was fairly dark early, near the pavilion, where Casey always sits. I saw a flash of light, almost like something was running past the table. That's when it started. First there was a scream of terror, then one of agony, and after that, deathly silence. I saw a flash of red, and one flash of white, and then I had a seizure, but no I didn't. Anyways, did you hear that? Wait, Did you hear that? Someone call the police! When you see Tupac. My baby. Wait. My baby! Where's my... The commotion was cut off by announcement. Everyone remain calm. Please enter the employee-only lounge. Oh, yeah, employee. Because we're in France, I guess. We're in France. Only lounge and cellar in an orderly fashion. I repeat, please enter the employee-only lounge and cellar in only fashion. Thank you. I saw Talia come running to me. Carolyn, Cassie she was killed by that thing. She sounded panicked. I walked into the lounge without a care in the world. No more Casey means no more torment. No more torment means 2 more days alone. What? Means 2 more days. Wait, did you want to be? I'm confused. Did you want to be alone? No more days also alone means I will be happy. Okay, you just wrote that really shitty. This is why Karma is my friend, my only friend. Karma cares for the underdog and will do anything to make his daughter on top of the world. I am Karma's daughter. I am Carolyn Karma, but don't call me Caroline. You know the consequences after all.
This person killed people because they mispronounced her name. Alright, guys, I need you to find her Facebook profile and call her Caroline repeatedly.
No, we don't harass a random person who happens to be named Carolyn Karma.
Yeah. Wait. You think this is in person? Someone look this up for me.
No, just don't. If the person does, don't. I don't really care for these stories about. Oh, wait, it's Hurt Grace Killjoy Rainbow. Okay, I don't.
Wait, is the author called Carolyn?
There's no authors listed here. They probably want to make sure because they're on the Crappypasta. I don't really care for these stories about random and mild-mannered girls getting pretentious natural revenge on mean girls. When you sow, it comes off less like a story and more like a thinly veiled revenge fantasy, like we said. And that isn't scary. It's sad. And if Carolyn is Karma's daughter, then why did she let them bully her for so long? That's actually a good point.
Alright, guys, so I looked it up, and there are several people named Carolyn Karma, so I take back what I said. Don't call them Caroline.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a good point. Karma didn't help her until that, Karma's a bitch, and that's the end of that. You'll probably just see some random gameplay in the background, because I had some of that recorded. And I think we're done for today. So, this is me, Robot.
And Ninja.
And this was a Too Spooky for me, and we are out of here.
And if you don't know, now you know, playa.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, Aru. Okay, we're out.